Obviously, celebrities know what's best, and thankfully they've been here to help guide us along this journey through this pandemic. And now that businesses across the country are finally starting to reopen again, the celebrities are back to help us decide which businesses we should and shouldn't shop in because, well, some of them might not be safe.
If you want to get back to your favorite places and feel confident they have put your health and safety first,
look for the Well Health Safety Seal.
Look for the Well Health Safety Seal.
Look for the Well Health Safety Seal.
The Well Health Safety Seal means that we'll feel better going into restaurants,
theaters, stores, hotels,
stadiums, and all the places that we love.
Everything may look the same, but the Well Health Safety Seal means that your health and safety are top of mind when it comes to
cleaning and sanitizing procedures,
air and water quality management,
emergency preparedness programs,
and health services.
So look for the Well Health Safety Seal outside
and feel more confident going inside.
What does a company need to do to get one of these celebrity-approved stickers, you ask? They need to buy one for between $2,700 and over $12,000, depending on how many employees they have. This is not a belated April Fool's Day joke, by the way. They really do cost that much. And according to the Well Health Safety Seal website, the stickers communicate to everyone entering the space that evidence-based measures have been adopted and third-party verified. Basically, a group of scumbags have come up with a devious scam to use celebrity endorsements to try to extort thousands of dollars out of businesses across the country by posing sort of as a Department of Health, who they will inspect businesses and determine whether or not they're safe by sending people there to do what? Make sure that they have hand sanitizer? You know how restaurants have to have regular inspections by the Department of Health, and then they're required by law to actually show the latest rating in public view? So that is, in a sense, what this scam is trying to do. I mean, this might even be worse than an Al Sharpton level shakedown, who made his bones by basically accusing businesses and government entities of being racist and then offering racial sensitivity training so that they could be approved by him as not being racist. Mark Zuckerberg has released his latest idea to help with the pandemic, posting, quote, "If we're gonna stop COVID, we need everyone who's eligible to get vaccinated. People are more likely to get vaccinated if they see their friends, family, and people they trust doing it too. So we're launching the new COVID vaccine profile frame that you can add to your profile pic. It lets you easily show your support and tell people that you've been vaccinated." It goes on to say that they're going to show in your news feed which of your friends have also gotten vaccinated, and he says that he's going to update his as soon as he gets it, and he plans to as soon as he's eligible. Just when you thought people's profile pictures couldn't get any dumber after half the people switched theirs to showing them in a selfie wearing a mask. And speaking of masks, why do I keep seeing people who are walking their dogs wearing masks when there's literally nobody else around? Or better yet, how come people are wearing masks when they're driving in their cars by themselves? And have you seen the video of this doctor who is vaping while wearing various masks and showing that some of the smoke particles still go through it and, of course, out from around it? And if particles of smoke are able to do that, then what about the aerosolized particles of people's breath and the water vapor that they're exhaling? You're not supposed to ask questions about that kind of stuff. That's not patriotic. And you're not supposed to play that clip of Dr. Fauci from last year talking about masks either. Or that 80% of the people who have been hospitalized because of the coronavirus have been obese, because that's fat shaming. And I'm sure Governor Gavin Newsom closing all of the gyms in California for 4 months, since just before Thanksgiving until 2 weeks ago, certainly didn't help. And for the last year, college students across the country have been suspended for attending parties off campus and not wearing masks after, of course, pictures are posted on social media. And so a group of students at New York University sued, and a court just ruled in favor of the school. Thursday was opening day for baseball season, but old Joe didn't throw out the first pitch at the Washington Nationals game, which is a long-held presidential tradition. It just wasn't on his schedule, said Jen Circleback Psaki. Probably because he, well, has a worse arm than Dr. Fauci, but also word is that He didn't want to go because they were allowing fans in the stands, and that would be an endorsement of people gathering in large numbers, and, well, that's not social distancing. In fact, many Democrats are upset that businesses across the country are finally starting to reopen before the digital passport for the coronavirus vaccine has been rolled out and mandated.
Clear to them that the vaccine is the ticket back to pre-pandemic life. And the window to do that is really narrowing. I mean, you were mentioning, Chris, about how all these states are reopening. They're reopening at 100%. And we have a very narrow window to tie reopening policy to vaccination status. Because otherwise, if everything is reopened, then what's the carrot going to be? How are we going to incentivize people to actually get the vaccine? So that's why I think the CDC and the Biden administration needs to come out a lot bolder and say, if you're vaccinated, you can do all these things. Here are all these freedoms that you have. Because otherwise, people are going to go out and enjoy these freedoms anyway.
People are exercising their freedoms again. Not in America! Of course, the Operation Mockingbird assets in the mainstream media are repeating these same talking points. Here's MSNBC.
And the government, our sports teams, our organizations, our concert promoters, damn well better put together something where you can show your vaccine receipt, or you can have something on a ticket stub that shows it. This anti-science idiocy, you know what? Let them do that under a rock or in their caves. But you know what? The time to try to reason with these people has long passed.
To be clear, I'm not saying whether people should or shouldn't take the vaccine. That's a decision that you have to make on your own. I don't give medical advice. But I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future, social media companies change their terms of service again and ban people from just simply posting that they are not going to take it, citing it's spreading harmful misinformation, even if no reason is given. I can say, however, that there is no pork in the vaccine.
I've had my COVID vaccine. I'm South Asian. I identify as Muslim. If you are worried about the vaccine having any pork or beef or animal products or fetal cells in it, it does not. It is completely fine for Muslims, Hindus to take if you're worried about those kind of things. And religious leaders across all the faith groups have said the same thing.
That's from a PSA that's running over in England. And again, this is not like a late April Fool's Day joke. They actually are airing that over across the pond because apparently there's a lot of Muslims who are concerned that for whatever reason, the vaccine might have had pork in it. So I'm glad that they got to the bottom of that. I'm not saying that anybody should do this, but I would be willing to bet that if people started posting that the vaccines had peanut butter in it, that Snopes would debunk that fake news. And Facebook's fact checkers, you know that would happen. The government is resorting to some strange methods, however, to promote the vaccine, like this rap video that Governor Cuomo had produced for New York.
Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit.
It's time to trust and not debate, because it's not like the government or Big Pharma have ever done anything wrong. Just don't Google Pfizer criminal history. Just listen to the cartoon rap video. The thing that I'm really worried about, however, instead of another wave of the coronavirus pandemic, is the ongoing spread of the liberal pandemic, which doesn't show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. But if you're holding on to hope, however, and you want to support my channel, get yourself a Liberalism Find a Cure shirt from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. I also just released a bunch of new stickers if you want to get yourself a Free Speech Zone sticker or a Liberalism Find a Cure sticker. There's a whole bunch of different ones over there, so head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.